like I said in the last video, all we had was two-wheel drive. I thought naming part 2 The Struggle was very appropriate. Now in Windrock Park there are over 300 miles of trails, and a good indicator if something is difficult or not, besides the posted rating system, is whether or not it has its own name. Like Devil's Elbow, Stair Steps, Rattle Rock, Walton's Ridge, and several others, this section of trail is called Cadillac Hill. It got its name years ago when the first buggy to make the horrible climb without using a winch had a Cadillac motor. Now obviously it's been conquered many times since, but as I learned later, and it should be very obvious by looking at the terrain, it's also claimed a lot of machines over the years too. Now I truly believe that if we hadn't lost four-wheel drive, we would have made it right up to the top with little or no trouble. But we can guess, estimate, and what if this all day long, it really doesn't change anything, we were still stuck. I guess there really isn't much less to say, other than enjoy the struggle.
There's a camouflage tree strap around that tree. Should be enough to get us all the way up to the top. I got another extension up there too, in a clevis or in a D clevis or whatever. What? You broke the GoPro? Be my guest, son.
I just started sliding and I was like, whoa.
Move. Oh, you want to lock that in for me? Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm not going to pull it all the way out.
Just lock it in right there. Yeah, after that white tape, we're on borrowed time.
Which one?
Way up, way up there. I had it wrapped around there.
Yeah, it don't sound like it gets much easier from listening to Jason go over.
There's my extension. There's my extension right there. My extension for my extension. Well, you guys should be able to just breeze right up this though.
I don't know if Jason did. All I heard was beating and clanging and girl screaming when he was going up that rest of it.
Nice.
Windrock.
Come on. Well, that's what I got a winch for.
Or not. Which way did you go? Up there, please? I made a winch spot on the bypass to get around the bad spot.
What do you think? We run this right up to that tree right there?
Have y'all been in Jason videos?
Or just winch to there and then go to there?
Jason, what's your YouTube channel?
He knows it. RZR Motion.
Let's winch to there and then we'll winch.
Because I thought the name.
Jason riding money.
So let's eliminate that orange strap. Though don't need all this extra. That'll give me more climbing room here. And I'll if it was all sunshine and roses, it wouldn't be fun, right? Well, make sure you keep telling my wife that.
Hey, where is she? Hey, where is Mom? Hey, where is Mom?
Huh? She's up the trail.
No, it's moved it back.
Let's go to the park. Let's go to Mom.
Oh, I don't have. Oh, that's right. I've got another clevis in the machine, but let's get that far first. These winches will not overheat themselves, so when it's done, when it decides it's done, it'll just shut down for a while.
Both in like that, I'm guessing. Yeah, it should.
Well, we'll see. I'll be on the brakes anyways. that strap.
Yeah, you want to put it on this one?
Move it up to the next one here. Up. Yeah, it'll be time to rotate the tires. Whew. Is it warm enough?
No, it's too cold.
Oh, why do you got that mask on?
It's really dusty. I didn't want dust all over my face. What we need to be doing is like continually making sure this gets fed in right. So slim.
Yo, you should have waited. So you could have just kept coming on up.
Yeah, I thought you were coming around, man. Go, go, but I don't think you'd have made her.
Where you want to hook your
That
big tree right here?
up there.
You didn't hit your tire.
That one right there?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can make that.
Want the clevis from this side?
Oh, my brain's fried for a second. Yeah, hold on. Shit, you're not gonna need that tree strap. Christopher, run that tree strap. Here, run this and that to that tree up there. That big tree on the left.
Right there behind that big rock.
See it? Yep, it's that first big one on the left.
Hand me that. I'll run that up there with him. That way you ain't got to keep walking all the way down to get me the. This should be enough, right?
If it's not, we got this one.
Here, let me have this. Yeah.
As long as that winch holds up, we'd be good.
Take that orange one on up. Alright. The orange one looks bigger.
Yeah, because this one ain't got hooks on it, does it?
No, that's new. This one doesn't either. We gotta kind of. That was my first extension strap. This one I made out of the old winch cable from that.
Really?
Because I boogered it up running into that rock face with it. Oh, I make it.
What you got?
Here. That ought to get you. Okay, sorry about the break in the action. I had enough and I did not get the GoPro out for anything that we did today. We finished winching up the hill and drove it back. Now I know in one of the last video clips you've seen that maybe you didn't see, but the front differential had came away from the frame. This is 100% my fault. When I reinstalled it, I did not put Loctite on the bolts. And Cadillac Hill is where we were at, and it is not a friendly hill. It's very hard on your equipment, very hard on your machines, and if something's going to break, that's where it's going to break. And I'm guessing throughout the day, the bolts backed out, and all the stress we were putting on that machine just caused them to rip right through. So, Jason and I went back this morning, started winching up a little bit at a time. We had doubled up on the Axon winch, so we were pulling 11,000 pounds, so we were doing the best we could there. And then we had Justin bring us a tap and some 7/16 bolts. Now that's kind of the fix, because these smaller bolts are kind of prone to being pulled out and the threads giving out. So I tapped it out on the trail, we put the new bolts in, and between the winch and the four-wheel drive, once four-wheel drive kicked in, we climbed right back up the hill. But it took a lot to get to that point, and we went quite a bit. So, to make a long story short, here we are. So what we got to work on tonight before we go riding tomorrow is this front axle. I don't think the boot is ruined, but it's definitely off the axle, and we got grease everywhere. It's going to be a mess. So we're going to swap that axle out for our spare. We'll throw it in the box, and we'll fix the boot at some point. Like I said, from where I'm looking, it doesn't look torn. It's just, I think the clamp got knocked off when everything was kinked over. There's no leaks. I know that grease makes it look really nasty, but there's no leaks that we could see. And we're just going to kind of roll with it. We're going to ride tomorrow. The front differential has been put in. We got different bolts. They're a little too long, so we had to put some washers in on the side of the trail. That's something we'll correct when we get home, but it'll be good for tomorrow. Oh, look at that. Woo, wow. She did some damage. Trail 40 is no joke. If we hadn't lost the front differential, we would not have been stuck, but the machine was down in the hole for almost 24 hours. We left it last night. Did quite a bit of walking before somebody finally came to pick us up. But, I don't know, here we are. We're not going to do anything extreme, so this will be another edition of we went to Windrock and did not do Walden's Ridge, but I am not comfortable with our setup the way it is. I'm going to take it home and address this bolt situation before we start doing anything extreme. But, so for tonight, we're going to pull this axle out, swap in the spare one. I'm going to take a look at the boot on the drive shaft, and I want to see if there's something we can do to fix it or push it back up, or maybe zip tie the crap out of it. I don't know. We'll take a look and see if we can figure it out.